For this review we have a Conrad model and it's a limited edition. It's an MAN TGX 6x4 flatbed truck and it's fitted with a big Palfinger 53002 loader crane. It's in the colours of the German company Kahl Jansen. As usual for Conrad models, things like aerials and mirrors have to be fitted separately, and the first thing to do is to separate them from their plastic mouldings. After some wrist action we move to some finger action and pre-assemble one of the mirrors. And after that we can take a leap forward and begin to assemble the parts. The mirrors press into pre-formed holes in the cab, and although it's a little bit fiddly, once they're in it's a good fit and they don't drop out. Next we go for the top-down approach and install the aerials in the roof. They are very soft plastic, so you may need to fiddle with them a bit to get them to look straight and good. And then there's some preparation to do on the Palfinger. There are two hooks to fit. One is a fixed hook, which is the one we've just fitted. But instead we'll go for the hook that's fitted on a winch, and so you remove a little bit of tape that's on the drum, and then you can pull out some of the rope. There's a small piece to fit which seems to be a guide for the rope. After that we clip on the pulley to the end of the boom and then we can fold it up for transport. The chassis is a 6x4 and most of the transmission and suspension elements are plastic, and the steering is simply modelled just for functionality. The MAN cab looks good with its colour-coded door mirrors, and the Kahl Jansen graphics are good too. The wheel trims are very smart, and at the back there are painted lights, but surprisingly there's no number plates. The sides to the flatbed have the individual panels detailed, but it's all one solid casting. The protection bars for the fuel tank are soft plastic, and they don't look quite so good. However, the detail on the Palfinger is very good and includes some nice graphics. The telescopic sections of the loader crane are plastic, but it's good quality, so it looks okay. Well, this truck certainly flies along when you give it a push, and it's one of the nicest rolling trucks we've seen for a long time. The rear axles have a bit of up and down movement which might represent suspension, and the steering at the front is really good. You can set it to a very tight angle and it corners effortlessly. If we want to take a look at the engine we can tilt the cab forward, and there is the engine, although the angle of tilt seems slightly shallow. Thumb, roof, cab shut. Let's give the Palfinger crane a workout and we'll start by extending the rear outriggers, and they are metal beams and have screw down pads. And just take a look at this multitasking with both pads being lowered at the same time. Wow, unbelievable skills there. Anyway, after that excitement we can lower the front outriggers, and they are two-stage, and pull out and you rotate the outrigger down. It's all made of soft plastic and it's probably a bit too soft. Okay, we're all steady and ready, so let's open up the Palfinger. And it works very well because the hydraulic rams are buttery smooth. So it's easy to position the crane wherever you want it, and there's enough stiffness so that it'll hold any pose you want to set. The crane is configured with a winch, so we'll need to lower the hook first by rotating the drum, and then we can extend the telescopic sections. The good news is there's a decent amount of stiffness between the sections, so they'll hold any pose that you set. This model is another typically robust and strong Conrad model. And again, its main plus point is the very good model engineering and functionality. Here that's coupled with a good looking model that's got some nice detailing. So overall it's a very good truck model, and it's easy enough to highly recommend.